We get confidence wrong. We often think it's a charismatic speaker or a witty dinner party guest or the person who's always winning at work. And they may be confident, yes, but it's actually simpler than that. It's only one simple thing, which is the willingness to experience negative emotions, or what I call the NET, negative emotion tolerance. And in this video, I'm going to share with you the only thing required to live a more confident and self-directed life. But first, if you haven't already, be sure to hit the subscribe button and the little bell icon to get notified every time I upload a new video, because we're dropping more and more juicy content. In my 20s, during a meeting, my boss asked me unexpectedly, when we were all live there in a busy boardroom, "Susie, do you want to present the business development overview this week?" I was startled at that moment and I shook my head no. She smiled and went ahead and presented it herself as usual. And then all day I wrestled with that no. What was it that made me say no? I secretly knew. I didn't want to faff around or stumble or say something wrong or blush. I wasn't willing to experience any discomfort. And she didn't ask again, the next meeting or the next. And it ate me up a little bit as the next weeks passed, because I thought, how can I go bigger in my life and career without saying yes to more, like speaking up in meetings? So I promised myself if she asked me again, I would say yes. So each meeting I'd go in a bit nervous, wanting but also not wanting her to ask me again. I'd be prepared each week though. And one week she did ask me again, and I did say yes. And I presented the report almost every single week after that. Why this shift? I was willing to do just one thing, which was be uncomfortable and to risk getting it wrong, to take a chance that I could end up in a screw up somehow. And that, my friend, is all confidence really is. So let's think about this for a second together. A confident person is simply willing to experience a negative feeling like rejection or embarrassment or criticism, failure, humiliation, whatever negative emotion is that's scary to most people. Because most people will do more to avoid pain than they will to gain pleasure or even success. So think for a second, what's the worst that can happen if you put yourself on the line by doing something new, scary, or intimidating? It's a feeling, a temporary bad feeling. It will not kill you or even hurt you. Just like waves hitting the beach, one after the other, all emotions are temporary, good and bad. And the confident person knows the cost, therefore, isn't that much of really going for it, because they're willing to experience a temporary, uncomfortable emotion. What would you be doing if you're willing to experience negative emotions? Let's think about it for a second. What are maybe 3 things you'd be doing differently right now? Maybe you'd ask someone out or break up with someone who wasn't right for you. Maybe you'd ask for more money or a promotion. Maybe you'd be able to speak in front of a large audience. If you're an entrepreneur, maybe you'd seek out media coverage for your business. Maybe you'd end a toxic friendship or have a difficult conversation, or ask for a business collaboration or an introduction to somebody. Maybe you'd take a big trip alone and risk learning a new culture as you went. Not only would you be doing new, scary things, you'd actually be doing a lot more things, a ton more. We're constantly comparing ourselves to and overestimating other people, particularly through the lens of social media. But the people who you look up to and watch, or even envy a bit sometimes, just don't fear negative emotions like being criticized, rejected, or unliked as much as the rest of us. And it works in their favor like magic. What would you be doing? Think about this truly if you're willing to experience more negative emotions, if you could just jump up that net scale a little. Because if you're willing to go there, you become unstoppable and then the world belongs to you. This is how you become a confident person, by making the decision to experience a range of feelings, some of them bad, and that's okay. It's that simple, even though it feels hard. We don't clear the fear to do the things, we must do the things to clear the fear. Think about the most sincerely confident person you know. Their net, negative emotion tolerance, is high, and there are really no exceptions to it. And think, what are they doing with their life? It's probably a lot. They're asking for things, meeting new people, getting more of what they want, just getting busy putting themselves out there, because success in a lot of cases is just a volume, meaning doing more, asking more, believing more, seeking out more, just seeking opportunities and taking action on more, because hey, we miss 100% of the shots we don't take, as the old adage goes. And confidence is the courage to take action knowing it's okay, even if there's a negative result. And then repeating that. That's it. Confident people are up there on the negative emotion tolerance scale, maybe a 7, 8, or 9. Once you realize this fact, you'll start seeing it everywhere. You'll notice the people who frankly do a lot more because negative emotions simply just don't bother them as much as most people. Even when they don't get the outcome or result they wanted, they just keep going. How would you rate yourself on the negative emotion tolerance scale, with 10 being the most confident person you know? Let me know in the comments, what number would you rate yourself on the negative emotion tolerance scale? And if that number jumped up, just 1 or 2, what new action would you be taking? Remember, once you commit to jumping up and going for more, new and better in your life, the worst thing that can happen is a temporary feeling, and you can handle that. And remember this, confidence is generous too. Fear isn't. Fear doesn't inspire anyone or anything. And when we choose confidence, we show other people the way forward too. And some opportunities don't pass by a second time. So when we say yes to increasing our negative emotion tolerance, we show other people it can be done. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. I know you'll also love my book, Stop Checking Your Likes. It's about how to live a successful, freedom-filled life and puts other people and their impact on you vastly into perspective. You can get it anywhere books are sold.